first Eureka moment was pretty much around, oh, why don't we build an online platform where people could negotiate around the prices? Over a period of time, as we spoke to more people, more shoppers, more vendors, we realized it is not so much about the fun of negotiation, but it is actually about the pain of having a say in the price when you want to buy something. And I think by enabling a conversation in the manner which we are, by enabling the personalization at price level to happen, we are putting products into the affordability range of a lot of people.
The way that the idea evolved is to have a look at the whole ecosystem, how you put together that collection, the logistics and the process to be able to generate the electricity or the energy. And now at the point at which we're in the incubator, it's really turning that theoretical model into something that's a viable business.
What we realized was that just creating a banking qualification wasn't the only solution. We needed to make sure that the banking qualification was appropriate to that geography, also accredited at an international standard level, so that people who did that qualification, they had a portable qualification which could be transferred from country to country as labor is getting more and more mobile.
The app is designed really to solve the memory loss and what we call networking-related amnesia, which is basically this forgetfulness that happens to people about 2 seconds after they've met someone when they forget their name. We spent some time talking to customers. We interviewed customers while they were networking. We observed them. We understood a little bit about their behavior and the way that technology plays a part in networking. We spoke to some experts. We also did some surveys. So we really spent a good amount of time trying to understand where this problem actually takes place and what technology could potentially do to help resolve it.
It's essentially a single marketplace for children's services. The first 6 months, we ran a pilot website with just 1,000 listings, a single service segment. What we got to do was prove demand. So we started in September. By April, we had 35,000 page views, 4,500 unique visitors coming per month, and 40% of our providers already own the listings. The children's services industry is where the travel industry was 15 years ago, before TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Priceline came.
What we do, what TableLink does, it's a mobile prepayment app that combines social network dynamics together with mobile prepayment in order to allow people to book tables and tickets at their favorite nightclubs and lounges here in London. We kind of first of all checked with a couple of market level interviews whether there was actually a problem, and to go a step further we tried to get a bit of more quantitative feeling of that. So we used LBS's network, did a survey, ran a survey with about 100 people. About 90% of the people said it was a hassle, again demonstrating that the concept is there.
So when we start first thinking about how to actually connect the creative world, we went the very, very naive, or maybe typical way of, we're going to build a marketplace. We went away from that. So we're not really building that typical marketplace, and we're starting from a community setup in which a lot of the parties are actually finding value by meeting together at a place. And from there, we're going to be moving into monetization later on.
We started thinking it would be an app on the phones to download, but then we realized teachers and students don't really download apps. What they want is something that they can log on to easily. And that came from hearing them say that. So every time we had a decision to make, we looked for data to back that decision. So it's evolved from being a small mobile application with 4 or 5 questions to a web-based application with over 200 questions, and the ability for teachers to log in and students to log in, because those are all things that they told us they wanted.
What Nookley is looking to do is, in essence, empower the tenant. The idea is evolving as we speak with more stakeholders and in the industry as to what consumers want and what the real estate agents are able to do. We want to take away the kings of the keys, ensure that the real estate agents can be able to show tenants multiple properties at multiple times.
Right at the beginning, it was all about trying to provide a resource that could be more engaging for children. The idea that they could see real examples of children's writing, we felt would be much more engaging for them. But then we realised that a lot of the success of the platform revolved around the fact that it was very usable for teachers. They had to find examples, literally at the click of a button, different age groups, different genres, different topics, so that they could use these in the classroom really, really simply. So I think that's the sort of interesting change that we've had, is this change from being all about the children to now saying, you know what, the actual users are the teachers. They're the ones that really need to have this built around them from a usability perspective.
We thought there was a sort of a flaw in the traditional recruitment model. We decided to flip it on its head and actually have companies apply to candidates instead of the other way around. The idea dramatically changed since the inception, because we're always trying to alleviate the pain of our customers.
During one of my entrepreneurship ventures, I actually ended up owning a beauty salon. My beauticians and my nail technicians did continuously, religiously, informal savings groups. So I got to witness firsthand, you know, the beauty and the simplicity of informal savings groups. But then I also got to see firsthand the inefficiencies, and that is what Nicole is. We're just literally modernizing credit and savings through mobile technology. And we're trying to democratize financial services by building the banking platform for everyone.